señores y señoritas de YouTube. Bienvenidos al canal de Nintendo Reviewer. Hoy repasamos un juego llamado Morphies Law para el Nintendo Switch.
Morphies Law is a team-based multiplayer shooter that has understandably been compared to Splatoon, but with a different concept. Instead of taking turf with paint, you're stealing mass with lasers, whether that means mass from the other team's avatar or mass from other players, with the winner being determined by which team has the bigger avatar at the end. The game has decent visual polish for an indie game. The main thing that stands out is the art style. Really, a game with this concept could have had any art style, but they consciously chose a Latin American art style, mostly based on our holiday of Dia de los Muertos, hence my different intro. The levels have Mayan or Old West Mexican designs, and the Morphies are all rocking skeleton art. The art and theming add great personality to the game. I think I'll celebrate the next Dia de los Muertos by playing this game while watching Coco.
You are just un poco loco.
The game also runs at a smooth frame rate of 60-ish frames per second, and that's coming from the developers, that's not coming from me. Hey, at least they're being honest. The theming carries on into the sound design. The music is very Latin American based all the time, and it makes the game more lively. There is no voice acting, but the sound effects are pretty good for the most part. The end game for every mode is about getting your team's avatar to be bigger than the other team's. The fun part is everything you do to make that happen. First, you're given 3 modes to play across 4 maps that have that strong Latin American theme to their design, with one built like an old Mexican neighborhood, a Mayan temple, and a street from the Old West. The tanker map isn't as obviously Latin American, yet they still threw in plenty of papel picados just like with the rest of the maps. Each map is packed full of different levels and hidden passages for players to use for attack and escape. Both those levels and passages are affected by the mass morph mechanic. When you shoot players from the rival team, you not only drain their health, but you also steal mass from whatever body part you're shooting to make that part bigger on yourself, which also contributes to the size of your team's avatar. This adds great strategy to the battles. Do you shoot them in the leg to make yourself taller and jump higher, or do you focus on headshots for faster kills and staying small enough to use little warp pipes and go through the small doorways? Each morph has their own advantages and disadvantages. Oh, and yes, that is a rocket jump boost coming out of his ass. I guess you'd call that robot fart power. Yep, the game's so mature, there's even a fart plugin you can use to stun enemies. Ew. As you can tell, this is a game that doesn't take itself seriously, which really works in its favor. Now, Morphies have other abilities for combat too. Referring back to that fart plugin, the plugins are these powers you can choose at the start of each match that grant you a special move like a force field or what I like to call a Spider-Man glove. You also get to actually use your team's avatar to help from time to time by using a score streak system. Building up points from hitting rivals lets you fly inside your avatar's head to either form a protective shield for your team or fire a GoldenEye type of weapon at the other team. It's a cool addition to make for a fast-paced game, although aiming with your avatar can be very twitchy. The more you level up, the more plugins, weapons, and weapon attachments you unlock. This brings up the customization in the game. Starting with your loadout, you can take your SMG, shotgun, sniper rifle, and so on, and combine it with any unlocked attachment. It's a very easy weapon building system, but one that encourages you to be creative with your ever-growing arsenal. Attachments honestly have more character than the main weapons, as you can unlock things like electric blasts or an ink gun that further inspires those Splatoon comparisons. Except here, ink not only slows down your rivals, but also heals everyone on your team who steps in it. Handy. The more intricate customization is in designing your character's look and emotes. You can fully customize the design of your face and body paintings with designs you've unlocked in one of 2 ways. Buy them with points you earned from playing, or smacking them out of piñatas you get each time you level up. A clever way to go along with the theme, but I would have liked to get some candy too. Oh well. Of the 3 modes, they're Morph Match, Mass Heist, and Headhunt. Headhunt is the teams competing to see who can carry the giant head to their avatar without getting shot. These tend to be faster games than the other 2, while also being the most chaotic. Games with everyone fighting over one object tend to be that though. Mass Heist lets you shoot your rival team's avatar itself to steal mass and donate it to your avatar. It still runs the full 4 minutes, but the results afterwards tend to be more extreme with this new method of mass stealing. I particularly like playing this at the tanker map, since the tanker is actually being held up by both avatars, and as one gets way more mass than the other, the tanker will actually start to tip downwards towards the smaller one, which will affect how players can run and jump around. The main mode is Morph Match, which plays just how I described earlier. Steal mass from your team's avatar by shooting the other team. All 3 of these modes are fun to play, and the best part is you can play them all offline with bots. Like Splatoon, it does have the options of playing online in public or private matches, or with up to 8 players total in wireless local play. But unlike Splatoon, which stops there, you can also play online as a team of 4 humans against a team of 4 bots, or offline by yourself against 7 bots. The only thing it's missing is an option for offline split screen of 4 humans on one Switch versus a team of 4 bots. If the developers are watching this, you should really consider making an update to include that. But it's a good thing you can play with bots because online is a ghost town. People quickly stopped playing online because it reportedly had really bad lag. Fortunately, playing offline runs at a consistently smooth 60 frames per second, and it still lets you earn XP to unlock everything just as you would online. But it does place a limit on how much XP you can earn offline daily. Meh, it's still better than earning no XP from offline play. So yes, the online multiplayer needs a lot of improvement to get people to go online again. But it could also use more maps. Again, all the maps are great, the 3 modes are great, and in my opinion, the running, jumping, and shooting mechanics are all great too. But for a multiplayer-only shooter with 4-minute matches in this day and age, you expect more than 4 places to battle. I disagree with certain reviewers who have trashed this game, but I do agree that Morphies Law does have some unfulfilled potential. If the developers can add some more things through updates, they can make this game go from great to awesome. And yes, I do think it's a good game, though I do think $15 is a better price for what it has currently. Fortunately, the developers have confirmed that they're working on a 2.0 patch to improve the online experience, improve the progression system, and add more maps. So once that goes through, this will be a game well worth its $20 price tag. Well, that's my review of Morphies Law for the Nintendo Switch. If you like this review, mira mis comentarios anteriores de Splatoon 2 para el Switch y Swapfire para el Wii U. Hasta luego!
Un poquito